Can you imagine? A white stylist tells a black actress her natural hair is too dirty for television. And that actress must choose between her dream role and her identity? Well, what she did sparks a revolution that changes Hollywood forever. If you love interesting stories like this that expose the truth, please give this video a thumbs up and tell us in the comments section where in the world you are watching this video. And also do well to smash that subscribe button. This is a story not about failure, but about how success can still come with pain when your identity is erased in the spotlight. The alarm screamed at 4:30 a.m., but Maya Blake was already awake. After 12 years of rejections and near misses, after serving tables while memorizing monologues between orders, Maya was finally stepping onto set as the lead actress of City Lights, a primetime drama on one of television's biggest networks. She stared at herself in the bathroom mirror. Her deep brown skin glowed with anticipation, and her hair was a masterpiece she had crafted the night before. Each coil had been carefully detangled and twisted into what her grandmother called Sunday best curls. The twist-out cascaded around her shoulders in perfect spirals that caught the light like spun gold. "This is it, baby girl," she whispered, using her grandmother's words. The drive to the studio felt surreal. This time, her name was on the call sheet, not as woman number 3, but as Maya Blake lead. She had photocopied that sheet and sent it to her mother in Detroit, who immediately posted it on Facebook with 17 heart emojis. The set buzzed with organized chaos. Camera crews adjusted massive lights. Wardrobe rushed past with garment bags. And there was that electric energy that only existed on the first day of shooting. For the first time in her career, Maya belonged here. She had arrived 2 hours early, as requested. No makeup, no hairstyling, just as the call sheet specified. Maya had studied her character Zara Thompson for months. Zara was a brilliant lawyer from Harlem who worked at a prestigious Manhattan firm while never forgetting her roots. She was bold, uncompromising, authentic. Maya saw herself in Zara's story. The makeup trailer was a wonderland of mirrors, lights, and more cosmetics than Maya had ever seen. A white stylist met her at the door, Jennifer, probably in her 40s, with perfectly straight blonde hair and the kind of effortless makeup that took significant effort to achieve. "You must be Maya. I'm so excited to work with you." Jennifer's enthusiasm seemed genuine, but Maya noticed the pause when their eyes met. The way Jennifer's gaze moved to her hair and lingered. Maya settled into the styling chair. Jennifer moved behind her, hands hovering over Maya's hair, close enough to touch, but not quite making contact. It was as if Jennifer was studying a puzzle she didn't know how to solve. "Oh, your hair is natural?" Jennifer's voice carried surprise, concern, maybe fear. Maya's stomach tightened. "Yes, I washed and detangled it last night, just like the call sheet requested. I did a twist out so it would have good definition for the cameras." Jennifer nodded, but her smile strained. "Right. It's just very textured." The word came out like she was walking through a minefield of political correctness. Jennifer turned away and whispered urgently to someone behind a partition. Within moments, producer Richard Kellman entered. A man in his 50s with jeans that cost more than most people's rent and casual confidence that came from decades of decision-making. "Maya, ready for your big day." His warmth had an agenda underneath. He glanced at Jennifer, who gave him a meaningful look. "So, we're thinking it might be better if we tuck your hair into a wig cap. We have this gorgeous straight bob. Very sleek, very professional, really polished." Maya's heart sank. She looked at the styling station where synthetic wigs sat on mannequin heads. All straight, all lifeless, nothing like her texture. "But my character is from Harlem," Maya said carefully. "Zara is bold and authentic. She's proud of who she is. I thought the twist out fits her personality perfectly." Richard's smile never wavered. "We just want a cleaner look. Something that reads better on camera." More universal. You understand. It's about the brand. Cleaner. As if her natural hair was dirty. As if the texture growing from her scalp was somehow unacceptable for television audiences. Okay, Maya heard herself say, though the word felt like ash. Whatever you think is best. That day, Maya's identity disappeared beneath synthetic fibers and bobby pins. The wig felt like a helmet. Heavy, hot, utterly foreign. As Jennifer secured it with enough bobby pins to set off a metal detector, Maya barely recognized her reflection. The straight bob hung limply, making her look like she was in costume for a play she didn't want to be in. Much better, Jennifer said with satisfaction. Very clean, very professional. Maya wanted to scream, to rip off the wig, and demand they see her as she was. But she was the new girl, the unknown quantity, lucky to be there. She'd heard too many stories of actors being replaced for being difficult. So she smiled. It looks great. That weekend, she went home to Detroit. Her grandmother took one look at her and frowned. Baby girl, what's wrong? You look like you're carrying the weight of the world. Maya broke down and told her everything. About the wig, about clean. About feeling like she was betraying herself daily. Listen to me, her grandmother said, taking her hands. Your hair has been growing from your scalp since birth, and it is beautiful. It is not a mistake or something that needs fixing. You are not required to make yourself smaller for other people's comfort. But what if I lose everything? Baby, what good is having everything if you lose yourself to get it? That night, Maya stood in her childhood bedroom, looking at posters of her heroes. Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Diana Ross. Women who had faced their own battles with beauty standards. She thought about young Maya, who had dreamed of representing her community with pride. That girl would be heartbroken to know what her dream had cost. Episode 5 called for Zara's emotional breakdown after losing a crucial case. Maya had prepared for weeks, but sitting in the makeup chair that morning, staring at her reflection as Jennifer applied the wig, something snapped. She was about to perform the most emotionally honest scene of her career while wearing a lie. Jennifer, what would happen if I didn't wear the wig today? Jennifer's hands stilled. What do you mean? What if I performed this scene with my natural hair? The trailer went silent. Maya, we can't. It's not approved. What if it was approved? Jennifer looked genuinely distressed. I don't know how to style your natural hair. I don't have the right products, tools. I wouldn't know where to start. There it was. The truth underneath the euphemisms. They didn't know how to work with black hair, so they decided to hide it. I know how to style my own hair, Maya said gently. I've been doing it my whole life. When Richard entered later, he stopped short. Maya had removed the wig and refreshed her twist out. Her hair formed a glorious halo around her face. She looked like Maya Blake again. Maya, what are you doing? Preparing for the scene. This is how Zara would look having the worst day of her professional life. Real, vulnerable, authentically herself. The look has been established. Richard, I'm asking you to let me be fully present. This breakdown Zara's having, it's about feeling like she doesn't belong, like she has to constantly prove herself. How can I authentically portray that while literally hiding who I am? Something shifted in his expression. Okay, let's try it. Just for this scene. Walking onto set with her natural hair felt like walking naked through Times Square. Every eye turned, conversation stopped. But Maya also saw a black grip nod approval, a young production assistant smile with tears in her eyes. The director was initially flustered about continuity, but Richard supported the choice. As Maya stepped into the scene, something magical happened. For the first time since filming began, she felt completely connected to Zara. The frustration of being diminished, the exhaustion of proving herself, the rage of being told she wasn't enough. It poured out in a performance that was raw and devastating. When she finished, the set was silent. Several crew members were crying. "That was incredible," the director whispered. "Let's do it again." The episode aired on a Tuesday night. Maya watched with her family, heart pounding. When the scene appeared, her natural hair catching studio lights, her face vulnerable, her performance crackling with authenticity, her grandmother grabbed her hand. "There she is. There's my baby girl." Within minutes, Maya's phone exploded. Twitter lit up. "Who is she? Finally, hair that looks like mine on screen. Her curls are powerful. I'm crying. My daughter saw herself on TV tonight for the first time." But the response that hit deepest came from teenager Aisha. "I've been straightening my hair since I was 12 because I thought I had to. After seeing you tonight, I'm never touching a relaxer again. Thank you for showing me I'm beautiful as I am." Maya cried, not tears of frustration, but of joy, relief, purpose fulfilled. The next day, everything had changed. The hair department ordered products for her texture. Jennifer took workshops on styling black hair. The show's other black actress approached Maya. "I want to do what you did. I want to wear my natural hair too." 3 years later, Maya was preparing for season 4. The show had become a cultural phenomenon, and she'd become part of a movement. The natural hair conversation had evolved from personal struggle to industry-wide reckoning. Studios implemented diversity training addressing hair discrimination. The Crown Act gained momentum nationwide. On the day they filmed the season premiere, Maya arrived with locks. Another evolution, another statement. "This is who I am, and who I am is enough." The young production assistant who had smiled at her that first day was now an assistant director. "I wanted to thank you," she said. "I've worn my hair natural to work every day since that episode aired. I got promoted twice, and I truly believe it's because I was finally showing up authentically. You gave me permission to be myself." Maya hugged her tightly. "You always had that permission. I just helped you remember." Maya's courage wasn't just about hair. It was about identity. Every time a black actress is forced to hide her coils, curls, kinks, it sends a message. You're too much. You're not the standard. But that's changing, because black women aren't asking for permission anymore. They're showing up as they are. And that's the kind of beauty the world needs to see. Maya Blake wore her natural hair like a crown. Not as a political statement, but as the truth of who she was. In a world that had spent centuries telling black women their natural beauty was unacceptable, that simple truth became revolutionary. The crown was never something she needed to earn or fight for. It was always hers. She just had to remember how to wear it. Have you ever been made to feel like your natural self wasn't good enough? Share your story. Like this if you believe every black girl's hair deserves to be seen and celebrated. Because every crown deserves to be worn with pride.